In today's episode, we're going to be looking at what we can find for $500 to start up your lawn mowing business. This will show the type of equipment that you'll need and also the extras that you may need. Well, let's take a look at what we can get.
Hey there guys, today's video is going to be about starting up your lawnmower run for less than $500. That's to assume that you have a vehicle and trailer or a ute that's readily available to you. So today we're going to check out the equipment side. So let's browse. This is in my area. You go home and garden, and lawnmowers, and that'll bring up all the equipment in your area. So having a look here, there's a range of equipment from full lawn mowing runs from $38,000, ride-ons, little electric mowers, cylinder mowers, and just your standard domestics. There is the occasional commercial mower that I have seen on here, so if you're looking at a second-hand commercial mower, that would last you a lot longer than a second-hand domestic mower. It's just what you can afford at the time. So I prefer to get commercial mowers because they're built for the work, whereas the domestic mowers you have to maintain more. So I've just had a quick look, and this is an example of a commercial mower that's second-hand. So for $450 you get a ProCut 560. This is the old model of the ProCut. I think they're now a ProCut 950 is the latest model. As you can see, it looks pretty heavy duty. It's quite wide cut, and it looks pretty clean. So it must have been used domestically. Otherwise, he's looked after very, very well. This is one of the ones that I've found on Gumtree. Is a Victor Super Mulcher lawnmower. From memory, it's got an 18-inch cut. They haven't specified, but this would be a good all-rounder to start off with. If you're doing anywhere from 5 to 10 lawns a week, this would be roughly where you want to be at. This is one of the whippersnippers that we've found. It's a Tanaka 22 cc's, 2-stroke, so that's pretty good all-rounder too. Looks like it's been recently maintained. Looks like it's been recently maintained, so that's pretty good. Just have a quick look at the photos. So it comes with the blade attachment. That's for your heavier, thicker brush or overgrown grass. Try and getting it down. And then it's got the head for just normal maintenance work. A good thing with Gumtree is to actually have a look at the user themselves. This will show you their other stuff. So he's got a bull handle still brush trimmer that can come in handy. He's got a bent shaft still, and he's also got an Echo whippersnipper. And they're pretty good as well. Especially if you're starting out, you're just more looking for something to give you a go. So just having a look at blowers now. I've taken it out of lawn mowing and into home and garden in our category, and I've just searched up blower. You can do the same thing for mower, line trimmer, whatever piece of equipment you're looking for. Not everybody puts it in the right category, so that helps. So here we've got a backpack blower for $179. I actually have one of these. Use it for the odd job. They come in handy, especially if you're blowing off an area for an hour. Your hands get kind of sore when all the weight's in one hand. This is from the same people that sell the backpack blower. They also sell the handheld. The company's called Maxi Pro, and they, in our area, they operate out of a shed on their property, and they actually sell cheaper Chinese built products that are actually not that bad. Most things these days are made in China anyway, so it's not like that's a stigma or anything. So just have a look at this. It's just a standard blower, not getting any frills with it or anything like that. 26cc 2-stroke, just a standard blower. That's the specs there. It's 270 kilometers per hour and 4.4 kilos, so it's on the heavier end for what I like, but something to start off with. That's pretty good. You can't really go wrong with $129 there. Some of the other things that you might need is like a fuel can to store your fuel. Ideally, to start off with, just buy the one and add your 2-stroke oil as you need it to your 2-stroke equipment. This will save you from having to buy a second jerry can. Personally, I don't like my fuel sitting around for too long, so if I'm not going to be using the whole amount of fuel for those couple of days that I'm mowing, I only fill it up to the amount that I need when I go to the fuel station. Another thing that you'll need that probably you wouldn't be able to find on Gumtree is some 2-stroke oil. So just go to Bunnings. They're usually only like $20 for a 1 litre. This is what I used to use, the Valvoline, before I started buying in bulk. It's got a handy measure, so you open up the lid, you squeeze it, gets to the right mils, you add it into your piece of equipment, and then you just pour in the fuel, and that's your mixed 2-stroke fuel. Another thing that you should always have in stock is whippersnipper line. You can get it from Bunnings for pretty cheap, so if you want the small spools of whippersnipper line, you can buy them in 15, 30 meter packs for as little as $4, $5. Then you can get to some of the more better quality lines, like this Oregon speed loader. Slightly better quality, and you can go up from there. I've just sorted this from lowest to highest, so there's a few different bits and pieces in here, but you get a good idea. Preferably I like the twisted line, like this Power Fit. We usually choose between a 2.4 and a 2.7, just depends what application we're going for.
So all of this has come up to $473, which to start off with does sound like a lot of money, but if you're charging $40 to $50 a lawn and you know what you're doing, they're willing to pay it, you'll make your money back pretty quickly. The next video will be about how to go about getting some work. We will be using Gumtree as another example, also Facebook, but I'll go into further detail on the next video. So I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, like, comment. Would love to see you on the channel again. Thanks guys.